I'm Jessica Marksbury for Golf.com, and I am delighted to enjoy a round with PGA Tour player Kevin Kisner. Kevin, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Thank you for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Could not be a more lovely setting here at Frederica Golf Club, St. Simons Island, Georgia.
That's good.
Now see, this is a cocktail that I could see myself drinking several. This is what, Crown and Ginger Ale?
Crown and Ginger Ale.
Your pick. Why? Why are we drinking Crown and Ginger Ale?
That's kind of been my go-to for my drinking days, you know, only 21, post 21. So, no, I just like the way it drinks. It's smooth and can't have too many or you'll be in trouble.
Have you ever had a lot of drinks while you're out on tour? I know I talk to a lot of players and they're afraid to drink during a tournament week or they think it's going to affect their performance, but are you the type of guy that kind of stays dry until the tournament is over?
Yeah, I don't drink a whole lot. I'll maybe have a few beers during the tournament, but Sunday nights are like our Friday nights, so all things break loose on Sunday normally or Monday. You know, I have my family out a lot. My daughter doesn't care if you had too much to drink, so she's up and ready to go. So I try to steer clear of that in the tournament week.
Speaking of your daughter, you're a relatively new father.
I am, yeah.
Only for about a year now, right?
18 months old.
So how has that affected your day-to-day life?
Yeah, it's different, you know. A lot more responsibility and accountability, but I think it's really helped my golf game because makes my whole week more structured. You know, I know what time I need to be at home. I know what time she's gonna sleep and eat and ready to go to bed. So it makes my preparation and work at the golf course a lot more better prepared on the PGA Tour.
You know, a lot of guys will talk about having quality over quantity practice sessions. And
Yeah.
I can imagine having a young family, that's very important.
Yeah, I
for
look
you.
at that all the time. My first 2 years, I wasn't even married on tour, and I would probably spend hours at the golf course on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, beating range balls, chipping, putting, just feeling like I needed to be out there. I was getting behind, and having a family there helps you realize that, you know, more efficient practice and getting your work done early helps you be rested for the weekend.
Well, you're certainly doing something right because this past year has been an epic year for you. 4 runner-up finishes, at least in the calendar year.
Right.
This is over 2 different seasons, but encouraging or discouraging?
No, it's been really encouraging. You know, I tell people all the time, I've been around, hit great shots, made birdies coming down the stretch to get in the playoffs or have a chance to win. And winning is hard on the tour. It takes a little luck when you get in that position. And unfortunately, the ball hadn't fell my way yet, but I'm not worried about it. I'll hold plenty of trophies if I keep playing like this.
So a lot of people think of you as just kind of having burst on the scene this year, but it's actually been quite a long road for you, your PGA Tour story.
Yeah.
To what do you attribute your success all of a sudden in 2015?
I put a lot of that accolade with John Tillery. You know, I went to him 2.5 years ago and I told him if I could just get the correct information, I thought I could be a great PGA Tour player. And I'd always struggle with my ball striking. And we set a plan together out 2.5 years ago and we're seeing a lot of fruition from how much work we put into it. And it's a lot more fun now to go play, that's for sure. You
went back and forth, Web.com, Q School, PGA Tour. Really, you know, worked your way back onto the tour. What do you think of the new format where, you know, you can't play your way directly onto the tour anymore, which you did a few years ago?
Yeah, you know, I don't have a problem with it. I think the Web.com Tour definitely helped me build my professional career and helped teach me a lot of things about myself and my game to be better prepared on the PGA Tour. I wish they would put a little more money into that tour and help it be a little more successful. We keep this system up, they're going to have to build that Web.com Tour, and more people are going to want to see the guys that are becoming the next stars.
As we've said, you had a huge year in 2015, made over $3 million. Talk about some splurges. I want to hear about some big purchases.
Yeah, the biggest is going into the house right now. We're renovating our house, and every day I hear something new my wife wants to purchase to put in that house. So I'm sure all the splurging will be on her end, but we're going to go to the Bahamas in a couple weeks and take a bunch of friends and have a good trip down there. And I'd rather spend my money on events and going to dinner and having nice wine and spending it on activities than just going to buy material things.
I want to talk to you about some of your sponsors, particularly Wheels Up, because to me that seems like you get to fly in a jet everywhere you go. Is that actually the case?
I do. It's called Delta. No, I'm just kidding. Wheels Up's been a great partner. They're a private aviation company that has based their air travel on King Airs, which is a turboprop plane. We use them when we're trying to get from one tournament to the next as fast as possible because it helps with the wife and all the stuff and the baby and all the equipment we have to take to do that. So they've been great, but we still fly commercially most of the time.
Do you have any nightmare travel stories that you can share?
Oh yeah, we flew back from Vegas one time and back to Atlanta, and the baby did not do well on the plane, and the people that I'm sure leaving Vegas weren't too thrilled about having to listen to a crying baby the entire way.
Kevin, can't thank you enough for your time. Really
Cheers.
appreciate it. And you chose an excellent cocktail, if I
Good.
do say so myself. Kevin Kisner, great to have around with you.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.